Let's do this. Emerald in 24 hours. It's doable. You can do it. Let's start there. That this like promotion that you're going for is actually super simple. It's super easy. It's only 2 people. And so a lot of times coaches complicate Emerald. They think that they're like, oh, I can't get 2 people to join me as coaches. Like these people don't want to build a business. Like I just started, like, how can I be Emerald? And I'm like, listen here, Linda, you can do this. I believe in you. Okay. And I'm going to just give you guys my best tips and things that you can do to make Emerald happen ASAP. Okay. So let's talk first about why Emerald is important. So let's talk about this. So let's talk about why it's important and why it's a must for your business and what does it look like? What does it all mean? Like, what does that even mean, Haley? I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking Spanish to me. So Emerald is your first promotion. All it is just you plus 2 coaches underneath you. So think of it kind of like a triangle. So you have you here, and then you have a coach on this leg and a coach on this leg. So you have 2 active coaches. So you're an active coach, which means you have at least 50 personal volume points, which if you have Shakeology on Home Direct, or you have the Performance Line on Home Direct, or Beach Bars, or whatever it is, that should cover your 50 personal volume points. So that makes you an active coach. The 2 people under you also have to be active coaches. So they also have to have at least 50 personal volume points. Now, why is this important? Like, why do you need to actually get your business to this point? So why you need to get your business here is because Emerald opens up your business. Yes, you signed up, you started a business, but Emerald is really where it starts. Emerald is where you have the opportunity to open up the other half of the compensation plan. This just starts opening up that half, which is Team Cycle bonuses. If you guys aren't familiar with Team Cycle bonuses, definitely search YouTube. Michael Neiman, he's Vice President of Network Marketing and all that. He has a fantastic video on Team Cycle bonuses and how you can benefit from them. But long story short, Team Cycle bonuses is how people make, significant income in this business, because you yourself don't have to hustle challenge packs, sell things all the time. If you have coaches underneath you, you can not only leverage the time that you're spending building your business and helping other people, you are also leveraging the time that your team is putting in. So Emerald is the start of that. That is when you can start earning those Team Cycle bonuses. So as an Emerald, you earn $14 per cycle bonus. So you can see as you build your team out, as the more people that you sign up, the more people you have underneath you that are helping other people, the bigger your residual income is going to be. So that starts with Emerald. So just thinking big picture, looking at why this is important. And you want to get there as soon as possible. You want to get there as soon as possible so that you can start unlocking this other half of the compensation plan, because otherwise you're working a sales job at this point, which is not what we're about, right? We want to do a little bit more than just work a sales job or a retail job. So that's what this is about. Okay. So let's talk about how to actually get people signed up. So in New Coach Training, there's a tutorial on how to sign people up. There, you know exactly how to use ShareCart. You know what you got signed up with. So I want you to think of 2 people. I want you to think of the 2 people that you would call if you were on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere and had 1% phone battery. Like, who would you call? Like, who are those people for you that would literally drop everything and do anything for you? I want you to think of those 2 people, write their names down. This is an action-oriented training, so I hope that you're actually doing this, or at least just like taking mental note. But if you have pen and paper, please write this down. So you're going to write down those 2 people. Now, I also want you to think of the next 2 people that I want you to think of. I want you to think of if like your favorite band or like artist came to town and they were going to do a concert, like, and you were so excited, like, and you wanted to go with somebody, who would those next 2 people be? Like, if you wanted to do something with somebody that you're really excited about, like, let's say like Taylor Swift's coming to town, right? and you're like, oh my God, T Swift, who are you calling to go get tickets with? Think of those people. Write their names down. Start thinking about that. The next two people I want you to write down are two people that you know in your life that could really benefit from a healthy lifestyle. Like, they've talked about losing weight. They're not really sticking to anything. Maybe they struggle with nutrition. Maybe they could really use a meal replacement type shake in their life, aka Shakeology. Think about who do you know, just two people that could benefit from something that we offer a solution to. Weight loss, struggling with nutrition, need a workout plan, hates going to the gym, maybe a busy mom or a busy friend of yours that literally has no time ever and could really use something that's easy and quick, like a 20-minute Transform 20 workout. Okay, so think of those two people. All right, and then the last two people that I want you to think of are people that you haven't talked to in like 5 years, but you used to be really good friends, and you want to reach out to them and, you know, catch up with them and tell them what you're doing. So think of those two people. Okay, so now at this point, you have a pretty good list of people that, you know, you can reach out to based off of a couple of things. You can reach out to them based off the fact that they would literally do anything for you. You could reach out to them based off of, because you're doing it, they're going to want to do it too. You're going to reach out to them based off of that they could actually benefit from something that we have to offer. And then the last one, the last group, you're going to reach out to them because it's good to reach out to those people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, that maybe you want to reconnect with, that could also benefit from what we offer. Moral of the story, guys, is that every person that you know could probably benefit from Beachbody in some shape or form. So what you're going to do is you're going to go and invite all of these people. You're just going to reach out to them, be super casual about it. It doesn't have to be weird. Don't be weird about it. You're only weird if you think you're weird. So don't be weird, or be weird if that's you. I mean, that's me. I use a lot of like really strange words and like emojis and stuff in my messages. But just text these people, call these people, talk to these people, and just have a conversation and tell them what you're doing and say, hey, I just started doing this thing. I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but I really like it. It's really fun. I'm meeting all these great people. I am getting fit and healthy, and we're doing it. We're doing fitness and nutrition the right way, and it's like awesome. Like, would you want to do it with me? Does that sound weird? Yes or no? No, because it's just like if you're going to go to a Taylor Swift concert, like, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this thing I'm doing, and I want you to do it with me. Like, let's go together. Let's do this together, right? You got your first challenge group right there. So reach out to these people. Don't be weird about it. Now, when it comes to getting to Emerald and making these people coaches, I want to tell you guys a little story. So my first two coaches were my parents. It was my dad and my stepmom. And I didn't really know what Emerald was. I didn't really know like what it all meant. But Bree was like, I told her that I wanted to be successful with this. I was like, I want to like make money. Like, I want to quit my job. I hate working a 9 to 5. And she was like, okay, well, first step's Emerald. So you need to do that like yesterday. So I was like, okay. So I figured out how to get to Emerald. I knew it was 2 people. So I called the 2 people that I knew would do anything for me. And these people are not, you know, and obviously my parents are not building a business, but they could benefit from what we have to offer, just like the people on your list. And I just brought it up to them and I said, hey, Dad, like, I'm doing this thing and I'm really enjoying it. I actually just lost 7 pounds this week. I'm really excited. And I know that you and Cherry are trying to get healthy too. I know you guys have been trying out meal replacement shakes. I just got this one I was super skeptical about, but I love it. And I was wondering if you would want to do this with me and support me in this new business that I have. And my dad was like, after asking me like 10 million questions, did it. He signed up. And then I was like, do you think you could sign up Cherry too? That would get me to my goal. Guys, I signed up 2 coaches in 1 hour. That's how easy it can be to get to Emerald. All you have to do is ask. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So I just called him up and I asked. And was I nervous? Yeah, I was nervous because I didn't really know what I was talking about. And I was just like, Dad, I just like really need you to do this. Like, if you have, so the people that are on your 1% phone battery list, call them first, talk to them first, and then go down the list from there. Chances are, out of that list of people, you're probably going to get at least one, and if not two. And then you sign them up as coaches for the discount, for the 25% discount, so you can do them a solid and save them some money. And there you are, you're Emerald. That's it. And of course, these people aren't going to be like your Emerald forever necessarily. Obviously, if you're in this for the long haul, you want to continue to build on that. But these two people are going to help you get there initially, and it's going to catapult your business. It's also going to help you feel a lot more confident because you're going to start talking about the opportunity a lot more. You're going to start talking about what you have to offer a little bit more, and it's going to make you more comfortable talking about it in general, so that when the time comes and you start talking to people that you don't even know, you have more confidence. You know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about because you've already practiced on people that you know really well. So, okay. So that's my advice on how to get to Emerald. It's don't complicate it. Don't make it weird. Don't make it salesy. Just reach out to people that you care about or that you know could benefit from this and sign them up as coaches. Because really you are doing them a solid. I think it was National Wake Up Call on Monday, talked about like this little graphic that, hold on, let me pull up this graphic because it actually is really awesome. It was posted in like the Beachbody Champions page, which is like a corporate group. Let me see if I can find it because I saved it. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, so to give you guys a little bit more on like why signing people up as coaches is actually doing them a solid, like actually helping them. So with a coach membership, like a discount coach membership, you get 25% off all your products, right? So with that, Shakeology, after your second month, is $99 as opposed to $130. You get Super Saver shipping, which is only $2, as if you went month to month, it would be $15. And then the only difference is with the coach membership is that you're paying that $15 business fee every month. But even after all of that, the month-to-month Shakeology would be $145. That's without Super Saver. That's without being on Home Direct, without having the Super Saver shipping. And as a coach, you're getting it for $116. So you are saving them like $30, which is nice. So you can always say that it's a great way to save money in the long term. But that is why signing someone up as a coach is a really great option to get to Emerald. Okay, so any questions? I know I kind of rapid fired that, but I don't want it to be complicated for you guys. I want you guys to understand kind of why you're doing it, but I also want you to know how to do it. And I think I kind of just rapid fired that, but if you like, what questions do you have about anything?
Well, I posted it in the chat box, but I know today I spent the day with my boyfriend's mom, and she's known since I started that this is like something that I really wanted to do. So she wanted to help and sign up, but she doesn't want to do any of the workouts or anything. And she said 160 was like way too much for her to be spending. So is there a way that I can sign her up as a coach and keep her active, but like for the minimum possible? And like how much is that? So I can see if like there's a way maybe I could just have her sign up with her credit card and then I can just pay her back for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to sign people up with a challenge pack. I know like when I signed up my husband, and I get Beach Bars on his account, which is 60 PV. So I didn't get him BOD. I didn't get him like a challenge pack because he wasn't going to be using any of that stuff. So I just ordered Beach Bars. I ordered 2 boxes of Beach Bars on his account on Home Direct every single month, and that keeps him active. So, you know, something else that's great if you have like a family member account is that you can make order purchases that like stuff that like you want. that you can order through their account and have it shipped to your house, and you can use those products, or you can give them away as like incentives or gifts or whatever you want to do with them. So like I have like pretty much anything other than like my Shakeology, my Energize, that comes through my account, but anything else that I want, I just put it through his account to keep him active, if that makes sense. So there's a couple of things that you can do for 50 PV. I actually have a really great graphic for this. I can post it. It's in the team page, actually. I'm just going to have to search and find it.
I know what it is. I just wasn't sure, like, because I know that in order to be an active coach, you have to be like 90 PV. So I was just confused about if you have to be 90 PV on Home Direct, or if I could just really do like 50, the bare minimum, and just give her the money for it later.
So to be active, it's 50 PV. To be in Success Club, it's 90 PV on Home Direct. So if this is a person that's like kind of, it's just to get your emerald and to hold and to be sort of a placeholder for you until you can find that business builder that's going to replace them, you can do 50 PV and keep them active. I would suggest doing something on Home Direct though, so that you don't have to worry about like going in and ordering something every month. Like, so something on Home Direct, like beach bars or like a performance stack or like something of that sort of, or like a 3-day refresh. Like that's the 3-day refresh with Shakeology in it is 52 PV. So that would be a good one. But I would do something on Home Direct so you don't have to worry about going in and ordering. Good question though. Anything else? Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, okay, I'll attempt this. So kind of writing out the list, of 2 people per like thing. Pretty much I've already invited everyone that I wrote down in some way, shape, or form, and they've shot it down in one way, shape, or form, but they keep kind of coming back, like hinting at it. I just can't find a good way to bring them back in to kind of join. Do you have any ideas on how to kind of bring that back up in a good way?
Yeah. I mean, if they kind of are stalking you in a way, what they're doing is they're watching your success before they actually go for it. So, you know, keep sharing your journey publicly. Keep talking to them about it. You know, sometimes what's funny story is that, so like I got, you know, I was obviously very lucky. I had parents that like wanted to support me and they went for it. But all 5 of my like best friends, like the other people on that list said no. So I understand 100%. I actually like it was like the last person on that list for me that actually signed up, and it wasn't until 2 weeks later. So, you know, don't like give up on them, but do just keep moving forward. And you have a network. Like every one of you has a network of some sort, like because you have lived as long as you've been alive, obviously. So you know a lot of people. It just kind of maybe takes a minute to kind of remember some. There is the Beachbody Memory Jogger. It's like an OG tool. Like it's basically just like a long list of names or like people, places, things like, so that you can just kind of think about, okay, do I know anybody who's a hairdresser? Do I know anybody who's the person that like, you know, watches my dog or whatever, like who was my neighbor when I was a kid? Like, you know, just start thinking about people that you know and reconnecting with them. So that's, you know, you have a network. The initial list that I gave you is just kind of like the start of it, but you have a network of at least 100 people. Thanks, Bree. She posted the link in the chat if you guys want to check that out. But it's kind of a great way to just figure out who to talk to or who to think of. Because like I said, everyone can benefit from what we have to offer. So, and no one is excluded. So yeah, so as far as like reaching, like for like what your question was though, like just keep showing up, just keep showing up, keep talking to them about it. And if they keep coming back to you, you should really just like, I mean, because these are people that you know, I would be really honest with them and just be like, hey, like, if you want to know so much about this, like, why don't you just do it? I mean, that would be me. I'm kind of tough lovey in that way, but yeah, I mean, if they keep asking you about it, I'd just be like, why why don't you just do it and find out for yourself? Anything else? Any other questions? No? Okay, so I want in the chat box, I want you to type out of if you haven't reached out to them already, I want you to type out the 2 names that you're going to reach out to today in the chat box. I want to see some accountability. Okay, so aunt and grandpa's sister. Awesome. Instagram friend from high school. Friends from high school are great. That was my 3rd customer, was a friend from high school, like someone I hadn't talked to in like 5 years. Mom and coworker. Coworkers. How could I forget coworkers, guys? Like I've signed up like back when I worked in a corporate job. Oh my God. I was like, I was just like hustling challenge packs at my corporate job, yo. Like, because I would bring in my containers and I would like pack my food, and they would see me like losing weight and like doing my thing and drinking my shake in the morning, and they were very curious about what I was doing. And I signed up probably half of my office at one point or another. Mom and childhood best friend from high school, friend from college, mom. Guys, moms are the best. Parents are the best because, you know, they love you and they'll support you. Friends, yes. Okay, yeah, people that have been watching you or asking what you're doing, like, start having that conversation with them about getting them signed up. Okay, so those are the people that you guys are going to reach out to today. And then and once you guys start getting people signed up, like comment on our little Emerald, post, because I'd love to see like your success and like you guys having fun with this, utilizing what we talked about. So, okay, any last minute questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna let you guys get to work and go Emerald and make this happen. You guys got this. Okay? Any last minute questions? Are we ready? Are we ready to go Emerald? Yes? Are we excited? Okay, hold on. I want to get a boomerang because I want to see your pretty faces. I'm going to get a boomerang. And this is also for your accountability, so I know who was on here. Okay, wait. I'm going to get a picture first. Okay, picture first. There we go. Ready? Smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thanks. Okay, so took the picture. Now I'm going to do the boomerang. You guys should be doing boomerangs too if you can, because this is a great opportunity to share like on your Instagram story or like, or I don't know, who uses Facebook stories? This is not my thing. All right, you ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All y'all going Emerald. All y'all. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on. Get to work. I'm excited to see all the Emeralds pop tomorrow. Give yourself a deadline and you will make it happen. All right. I will see you later, guys. Have a good night.